Amazing Lucas said he almost came to blows with the Hodge Twins, but not necessarily them. Their manager, who's Palestinian, that they allow to call him the hard ER. Yo, this is wild because, you know, the Hodge Twins, they're obviously, how do I say it? Raccoons. But the fact that even in real life, they are who they are, man, it couldn't be me. Let's go ahead and get into this video. But first, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started, y'all. All right, so Lucas basically starts off the video by stating that he did an interview with the Hodge Twins. Now, as soon as I guess they started, it was already tension and like basically what they thought. And a lot of these people in this political realm, they think like, oh, I'll be mean and nasty on camera, but then we'll shake hands, we'll have a drink, we'll go hang out. And it's all like, we can have a disagreement about like policy on like, you know, healthcare or housing affordability. We can have debates about that. But when it comes to like racism and just being plain on ignorant, I don't want to be your friend. And I like that Lucas is standing on business. So let's get into the video. Here we go, you guys.
2 times. That's what I'm not going to do. Oh, yes, bro. Yes, I'm dead ass. Their producer, their fucking, I don't know, their manager, their microphone guy, whoever. That's what this mofo said. That's what led to shit getting out of hand. I was like, I know the fuck he didn't say what he thought. I'm gonna whoop your fucking ass. And I told him that. I hope they do show that. Because you want to know what these mofos wanted to tell me? Oh, you chimping out. This mofo's going to talk about, oh, we're all hard N-words to the Jews or something. Who the fuck is we? Nigga, you're not Black American? I told
you. Know, it's funny because a lot of people feel like, oh, well, we're all N-words in their eyes. And it's like, no. The Black experience is its own experience. It's not the same like everybody else. That's why I was happy when they separated Black, Indigenous, people of color. Like they separated all of that because we are our own people. And most of the time we get disrespected by everybody. We are not the same. Like, don't do that.
His ass go back to Palestine. He told me to go back to Africa. I was like, nigga, I have more lineage here than you do. How you gonna tell me to go back to Africa? Nigga, I have blood in this land. You ain't got no blood in this land. You more of a bitch. That's why you're not in Palestinian. Now that's why you're not in Palestine. Now, the second time, he called me an effing N-word. Fucking N-word. That's when I got up. That's when I got up. I was like, listen, if I smack the dog shit out of this person, I'm gonna be in the wrong, right? That's why I got up. Now listen to all this. The Hodge Twins are co-signing this. These motherfuckers get up. Because I get up. I get up and I walk towards him. You can see his knees were shaking. His knees were shaking. Got this little fucking frail fucking, can't even connect his beard. Pale fucking face Palestinian call me a fucking hard R. Fucking N-word. No, I got up to him. These 2 fucking coons, and I called them coons to their face. Listen, let me be clear. I'm not one of those like, hee hee ha ha, let's go play, you know, patty cake, patty. No, I think you're a coon. I'm going to tell you a coon. They didn't like that. They get sensitive on that, but we'll get to that.
But the crazy part is that you have this Palestinian working for you. No matter, let's just say this. Somebody who's not Black working for you, calling another Black man the N-word. I don't care if it's the ER or you say with the at the end. You have this man literally disrespecting you. Somebody who you know, sign their paychecks and give money to because they're a part of your staff, calling your guests the N-word, a racial slur. And you guys just think it's funny and just man, it couldn't be me. Like the fact that y'all are coons on and off camera, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. How are you raising your family? You know what? I don't even care how y'all raising y'all family. Y'all trash anyway.
This motherfucker, I stand up. These 2 fucking Sambos, because they like the word coon. So I said, okay, you a Sambo soldier. Is that better? All right. They're like, what? You started this interview by calling us a Sambo, calling us coon. I was like, yeah, because you guys are coons. That's what y'all are. Right? It is what it is. Like, I don't mince words. If I don't like you, nigga, I don't like you. This isn't a game. It's not that I don't like you to get clicks. No, nigga, I don't like you. People don't understand that. I'm not phony. I'm not Hollywood. What I say, I stand on. That's what I believe. If I don't like you on Monday, nigga, I'm not going to like you on Tuesday. I'm not going to like you on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What the fuck are we talking about? So they weren't used to that. So I stand up because I'm about to put hands on this fucking piece of shit. You're not going to call me a fucking N-word. And I told them, this is what I said. I was like, listen, there is no one in this room that will be able to stop me. I said that to them. There is no one in this room. They had, because their manager is a black dude. I don't know if he's black, if he's an immigrant. He looked like an immigrant. He looked like an immigrant. And there was another brother. And another brother was like, okay, yeah, he's on business, right? And I told him straight to the face, I hope they edited this in. I really do. I told them, hey, there is no one in this room that's going to stop me if I choose to smack the dog shit out of this man for calling me a hard R. He was like, and they were like, oh, no, we can stop you, nigga. And I said, I'll give you 5. Because I was about to do a countdown. Oh, you going to stop me? Let's fucking find out. You 50, nigga. I'm not 50. I think I can get to him faster than you can get to me. I said, let's count down. Let's do 5. That's when everybody was like, hold on. Because I was about to count the fuck down and see who's about that life. I ain't gonna have no fucking little piece of shit, scrawny ass 5 foot fucking 4 Palestinian call me a hard R because he doesn't like what the fuck I'm saying. Right. And I got up. These two niggas, I couldn't believe the dynamic. It was 2 black men, right, standing in front of me, and the little fucking piece of shit Palestinian dude was right behind him. This little fucking pale-faced racist bastard was right behind him. I'm like, why are y'all getting at me? He's the one that said the N-word. He's the one calling you a hard R. They were like, Lucas, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I was like, yes, the fuck he did say that. Right? They're like, no, he didn't.
So they try to gaslight him into, oh, no, he didn't say that. Man, listen, the rage bait content, I don't want to say it's going to get you hurt because obviously with the Charlie Kirk situation, we see that it did get him hurt. Literally. The rage bait content, like, being controversial and stuff like that, I get it, clicks and views, right? But it's going to come to the point where, like, people are not taking that shit. They're going to use their hand, feet, and, Lord forbid, weaponry to handle you. Like, you better be careful the way you talk to people. People not taking that shit no more.
All he said is that, to Africa, whatever, that's what's going on. I was like, no, he then called me an effing N-word. Ask him. And this mofo was scared, right? But he's got these 2 fucking goons in between them. Because I was about to put hands on him. Dead ass. He was about to get a fucking Gaza attack, fam. My hand was about to be Israel, and his face was about to be a fucking poor Palestinian family. That's what the fuck was about to happen.
Shout out to Gaza. I don't want y'all coming for me. I don't want y'all coming for me. Lucas said, go to his chat and come at him. Don't come at me.
Right? So this man says, he tries to act like he didn't say it, right? I was like, stand on fucking 10. Stand on 10. Did you not say it? He was like, yes, I said it. Then I look at these 2 fucking coon twins. I was like, so why y'all getting on me? You want to know what these niggas say? First, they turn down, the head down. You want to know what these 2 fucking Sambo soldiers said to me? Lucas, calm down. It's just a word. That's when I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it, fam. It was surreal to me. You have an employee of yours who just called me a fucking hard R, and you're telling me it's just a word. Calm down. Lucas, get to your seat. Calm down. It's just a word. Nigga, my brain shut down. Because I always thought that a lot of these people were coons on camera. No. Just like I'm not joking, many of them aren't joking either. They real fucking coons in real life. You gonna allow an employee to call me a hard R? This is the second time. He lucky that I whoop his ass the first time, but the second time, and you think I'm not gonna do some shit about that? I will fucking strangle that little motherfucker. What are we talking about? Are you serious? And there's not one thing you can do. Not one thing. Hodge Twins again.
You know what the interesting part is? When do they ever have, like, I've watched the Hodge Twins, I want to say about 3 times. I don't remember them having like somebody else there to like debate and stuff like that. So I wonder, was this a whole setup, you guys? Because isn't it just usually them 2, the Hodge Twins? Who's the other guy and why was he chiming in? Even if he's a part of production or whatnot, why is he commenting? He should just be quiet. Like, you're not a part of the show. You're not a cat. They don't have like a panel. It's just the Hodge Twins. That's it. I've never heard of them having anybody else. So this really seems like some kind of setup, and they wanted to trigger Lucas. And I mean, it worked, but rightfully so, he had every right to stand up for himself because you're not going to call me the N-word. Yeah, you could say it's just a word or whatever, but people specifically use that word to black people to try to tear them down and try to say you ain't shit, you ain't nothing. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, technically it means just ignorant. No. You're literally trying to tear down a black person to let them know you're beneath me, you effing, you know what? Yeah.
Gain some weight. That's what they don't show you. These niggas is a little fucking overweight. Little chubby bastards. They got a little pot belly. Nigga, I ain't got no pot belly. I'm very agile, very flexible, very fucking fast. I guarantee I can kill that motherfucker 3 times before he hits the floor. Before you niggas even get out of your seat. Because they were a little slow to get up out of their seat. Because I got out of my seat just to test their reaction. Wait, hold on now. They were asking me, why are you getting into his face?
Yo, he did the accent too. Hold on. Damn, they really sound like that? Like, I know they live in like Vegas or something like that. Are they from Vegas or are they from the South? Like, why they all that? I think they do that on purpose. Like they exaggerate the Southern accent. Like if you notice a lot of people in the South, like whenever they're on camera, like you can look at your favorite content creator, they play up that Southern draw and stuff like that. But in real life, they just talk like me and you. Like they don't have well, we went down to the farm. And they accentuate that on purpose because they feel like we like that. But no, just be yourself.
Why am I getting in the face of the person who just called me a hard R? Now, all throughout this interview, this little piece of shit was interjecting. Like the peanut gallery. Interjecting. And I'm like, yo, I told them multiple times, pull up a fucking chair. If you want to talk, pull up a fucking chair. I didn't know this was 3 versus 1, but nigga, let's go. They were like, oh, you don't want that? I was like, no, nigga, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Then I got a flag. You had this Negro come out talking about, hey, easy with the nigga, easy with the nigga. Listen, I don't fuck around with stupid shit like that. And I'm certainly not going to allow somebody to disrespect me and call me a hard R. That's the problem. I told them. The problem is you niggas ain't checking these pieces of shit. They think they can go around saying some shit without any repercussions. I don't give a fuck. I got bail money. I got a clean record. Shit, I don't have a problem. I'll talk to the judge. The fuck we talking about? What are we talking about? I told them. I was like, listen, look at this fucking dynamic right here. You got 2 black men stopping me from whooping the ass of this fucking white Palestinian who's calling me a hard R. Look at this dynamic. What's wrong with y'all? Like I said, get a towel. Wipe your fucking self. Clean yourself up. Fucking disgusting. Bro, yeah, I was going in, bro. I was going in. These mofos are like, well, what's the differentiation between you and me? I was like, well, one is that I can say differentiation. I can pronounce the word. That's one for starters. That's the difference between you and me. Say you guys are dumb niggas. You guys are nothing more just a dumb old, just old and dumb. Old, dumb, and black. And you want to know something? I hope they keep this in there. I got this mofo. I forgot because I was calling them niggas. They were like, oh, Keith. This mofo said, I don't care about black people. I was like, there we go. There we go. Then he was like, well, hold on. Let me correct myself. I don't care about race in general. I don't care about. I was like, no, nigga. You said what you said. You said what you said. You don't care about that. I know you don't. So
it's apparent they don't. Like, why would you lie about it? Just be honest about it. And, you know, the other thing, too, is that how far does this kind of content go to where, okay, I just rag on my own people? Because if you look at the Hodge Twins' latest content, black fatigue is black this, black that. And it's all like, that has to do something to your spirit. Like, yeah, I understand that the money might be good, you know, trashing black people. The money might be good, right? But at the end of the day, knowing that you use your platform, you use your voice to tear down your own people, how does that really feel at the end of the day? Like, that has to make you sick at night. Or maybe you just that effing evil to where it doesn't bother you.
Every once in a while, I would use an analogy or a metaphor or a simile to better stress my point. These niggas don't know what those words are. And I told them multiple times, I was like, you guys have a comprehension problem. They didn't like that. Keith, that's his name, Keith, right? Keith didn't like that. It's like, nigga, what? They didn't like that at all. Keith got hurt. He entered the interview early, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He entered the interview early. I don't know what they kept because we were talking for about an hour after the interview. But he entered the interview early. Because like you have a comprehension problem. You guys are, you know, it just is what it is. You're not comprehending what I'm saying. Because you want to know what this is how stupid these niggas are. And I call them stupid to the face, so they know how I feel about them, right? But I can call you stupid and be cool and everything. But at the end of the day, just know I may be out to eat with you, but I still think you stupid. Right? I can laugh and have drinks, but nigga, I still think you stupid and I still think you a coon. That is like, none of that's going to change any of my opinion. But I told him, I was like, wait, hold on. The problem is, because they wanted to ask, oh, why'd you leave the party? Why aren't you no longer liberal? It's like, listen, I didn't leave the party. The party left me. I was like, aren't you guys Christians? Yeah, we Christians. I was like, so are gay people born that way? And he was like, yeah, they born that way. I was like, so God created gay people? That's not what I said. Nigga, this is what I'm talking. I have to lobotomize myself to talk to many of these fucking black conservatives. Because I told them, I don't think they understand what I was saying, but I was really talking to them. I was like, listen, a lot of these niggas just repeat shit. They don't actually think. They just repeat shit. Yeah. And if to the untrained eye, you repeat.
I like that Amazing Lucas, he still keeps his Christian values, but he's not like disrespectful or not like hateful or anything like that. Because I actually believe, I've never talked about this. I believe that necessarily you're not born anyway, but naturally you're going to be who you are. Hopefully that makes sense. You're not born anyway. Like society kind of shapes you to who you are and tells you what you're going to be, but naturally you are going to be who you're meant to be. Oh, that's some deep shit right there. Hit that like button, y'all. That's deep. Those are bars right there. Bars.
People would think you smart, but they're not actually trained to think. This is what this nigga said. Well, that's not what I said. You're twisting my words. I was like, no, you have a comprehension problem. I told him that. I was like, you have a comprehension problem. You're a hypocrite. Well, I'm not a hypocrite. I was like, wait, hold on. So are they born that way, right? Yes, I think they're born that way. So there's only two options. If they're born that way, that means God created them. No, that's not what I said. And I was like, bro, this is literally like the SpongeBob meme episode with the ID. And they were like, well, I have an ID. Nigga, do you know what a simile is? I said, like. Well, I have an ID. We have IDs out here in Vegas. We have IDs. Bro, it was crazy. It was like talking to two fucking grown-ass men with an IQ, a brain cell they fucking pass back and forth. I was like, what? What do you mean? Then I kept bringing up history. I was like, history has an impact on the present. I was like, because, this is what got them, bro. Let me tell you what got them. Bro. Because they were talking about, I was like, ask them, hey, give me a stat on black crime. They were like, 13% of the population commit 50% of crime. I was like, okay. All right, so, watch this. Give me a stat on white people. Well, they commit 60% of the crime. You think? Then they started saying, I think, I believe, I think. I was like, that's my point. So then I tried to stress per capita. These niggas did not know what per capita meant. I said, well, listen, I'm talking about per capita. I don't care about per capita. Nigga, what do you mean you don't care about per capita? Because I even said, I was like, this is why racists joke that you don't understand per capita. I was like, per capita is what you're citing. Do you understand? Like the stat that they were citing was per capita. So I was like, did you all happen to know that when it comes to white people, because I was like, let's talk about that for a second. When it comes to white men, per capita, they commit the majority of arson. Per capita, child trafficking. Then these niggas started getting a little weird in their seats, right? You know when niggas feel uncomfortable, they just...
that's the thing. Like, they always try to throw these stats at black people, right? But when you look at SA, sexual assaults, you look at incest, you look at those kind of things, they make up the majority of those statistics. But we never throw that in their face because, again, you're not defined by some kind of statistic. You don't have to be that way, or we're not saying all white people are this way, but we could throw those statistics and say, yeah, all you effing, y'all all this way. But we don't do that. But they'll throw any statistic that shows us as criminals, deadbeat fathers. Like, they love to run with that stuff, Per
capita, I was like, child trafficking. Per capita, bestiality. Per capita. I was like, bestiality? Why are we acting like this nigga? He fucking loses it, right? Keith loses it. Why are we talking about bestiality? Like, that's a big thing. I was like, hold on, Keith. You see the coon in you? Do you see the coon in you is trying to get out? Roar. Per capita, like, look at you. You can't help it. You can't even sit still when I'm talking about white crime. Look at you. You don't have a problem. When you were talking about 13, but when I'm giving you the stats, I was like, tax fraud, tax evasion, vandalism, arson. I'm listing them off per capita. They didn't like it. What does per capita got to do with anything? What you mean? What does per capita got to do with anything? Who cares about per capita? Why you keep blaming white people? Nigga, what did I say? All white people. Never once said all white people. I said white ignorance. Oh, what? All white people ignorance. I didn't say that. You said that. Who said that? I was like, who are you arguing with? Who you arguing with? That's not my argument. I never said that. You arguing with a position I haven't held. It just seems that you see things via race. I was like, nigga, I see things via race. That's what the country sees. And so I went back to history. I was like, let's check this out. 1790, the Naturalization Act. Do y'all know anything about that? No, we don't know anything about that. We don't know that. The Naturalization Act, they said, hey, the people here had to be white and of good stock, right? Good moral stock or whatever. And they giggling, good boy, is that what they said? So yeah, that's what they said in the history. Then they're like, what does history got to do with anything? I was like, hold on, what does history have to do with anything? Right? Because I'm telling them I didn't make it racial. This country made it racial. I didn't say white people couldn't go to the water fountain. I didn't say white people couldn't read and write. I didn't say white people couldn't get this.
And white people invented the whole concept of race. So yeah, it's funny. Oh, let's not talk about race, but you invented it.
House? What do you mean I'm making it racial? I should have used my line that I always say. I'm not making it racial. I'm just making an observation. So then they started getting upset. Man, why are you talking about the past? Why are you talking about the past? I was like, listen, nigga, you have a comprehension problem. Man, don't be calling me nigga. I'm not nigga. What are you then? I'm sorry. Is nigga not acceptable? Are you black? Do you identify as black? There you go. You keep using you keep saying you on the right, but you using the leftist terminology. Well, they didn't say terminology because that's clearly not in their fucking lexicon. But you keep on using the leftist words. The leftist word? What are you talking about? Identify? I don't identify as anything. I was born black. Okay, fine. You're born black. Got you. Okay, you're born black. Okay, sure. By all means. See, you are.
They love to say leftist, woke, all this other stuff, but it's all like, I'm just simply saying I'm black. Like, that's not no leftist. Oh, I'm not a color. I'm an American. Okay, well, that's still an identity. American is still an identity. Being a full-time worker is an identity. Like, there's people think identity just has to do with like race or sexual orientation. Like everything. I'm a content creator. That's an identity. You know, social media, like a social media personality. That's an identity. Everything is an identity.
All over the place. I was like, listen, I'm not all over the place. You just have a comprehension problem. Man, you know what? You keep on insulting us. You know what? You insulted us. I was like, I'm not insulting you. You're wrong. You just think you always right. I was like, no, you're just always wrong. It's not my fault you're wrong. Well, that's my opinion. They were screaming at, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I was like, well, then your opinion is wrong, stupid. I was like, if your opinion is based off of non-facts, then it's wrong. Oh, you just want to be right. You know, I was like, what are you talking about? You're the one talking about that the history has nothing to do with it, does not have an impact on the present. This motherfucker said, oh, no, it doesn't. I was like, what do you mean it doesn't have an impact on the present? It don't have an impact on the present. Okay. The water fountains ain't got an impact on me. Like, nigga, everything from the past has an impact on the present. Look, I was like, do you fly, Kevin? Do you fly, Kevin? He was like, yes. I was like, did you go through TSA? He was like, yes. I was like, where do you think that TSA came from? It came from the past, right? The Patriot Act, 9/11. They were like, oh. I was like, that has an impact on you. Do you want to know what this grown-ass 50-year-old man said? No, it doesn't. Now, at this point, I see
we literally used to have to take off our shoes. Now we don't, but we used to have to take off our shoes because of all that, Like, come on now. He's dumb. Not Lucas. I'm talking about the Hodge Twins, of course.
Dealing with some serious niggatry at work. I'm dealing with some serious niggatry at work. Just, oh wow, okay. These is dumb old fucking Sambo soldiers. Okay, got you. Because I'm perplexed. I'm befuddled. I'm just confused, aggressively and thoroughly confused. So I ask him again, what do you mean it doesn't have an impact on you? Do you want to know what this 50-year-old fucking grown-ass man said? I can still get to the plane. What you want me to do with that, y'all?
That wasn't
what
the
you want me to do with
argument.
that. So, of course, I turn up because what I'm in the face of, and I told him, I think I said, I'm in the face of a sea of stupidity. There you go again, calling us names. I mean, it's not names. These are facts. You're just wrong. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, Keith, did you have to take off your shoes? Did you have to remove your clothes? Right? Didn't you have to go up and scan yourself? Yeah. I was like, isn't that an impact for you? That impacts your life. No, it doesn't, because I still make it to my flight. And that's when I brought up the SpongeBob meme, right? For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to, there's this episode in SpongeBob where the guy is trying to, I don't know, be better or whatever. I haven't seen the episode. I only know this clip where he's like, "Hey, is this your name?" For those of y'all know Patrick, licensed SpongeBob. This is what
right.
I was like.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here, you guys. But I did watch the whole 2.5 video. I'm gonna say this. I don't think the Hodge Twins is going to release this episode, or if they do, it's going to be heavily edited, because knowing that they stopped the interview early because Lucas was getting on them, and then there's a whole nother 1.5 that they spoke when the camera stopped. Either it's going to be like some kind of behind the scenes footage, or they're going to chop down that interview to about 30 minutes and then just leave in like the clips of where they're saying stuff and then making Lucas look dumb. They're going to edit this in a way where they look good. I don't see them putting this on their channel. If it really did go this way, like Lucas is saying, I don't see them just uploading it just the way it is. They're going to heavily edit this video and cut some shit out, or do some kind of behind the scenes where they show Lucas like going off and making him look like he crazy, or the angry black man, the stereotype, you know? So again, you guys, let me know what you think about all this. This was a dope video that Lucas did. And here's the thing. A lot of people have been asking me to go on different shows and stuff like that. And if I get an invite, I'll definitely look into it. But the thing is that I'm not going to let you play me for a fool. I'm not going to let you do that. And especially for free 99, you got to give me a check, run that money. But for free 99, play me for a fool? Nah, them days are over. But I would love to collaborate with different people in the political sphere and stuff like that. But I think also, too, this kind of makes me think why Lucas doesn't get invited. Because remember, he killed it on Uncensored with Pierce Morgan, right? And I got to say, shout out to Lucas, because that was one of my biggest videos when I did a review on that. So I have to give all credit to him, because he shut that shit down. And I think this is why he doesn't get invited to CNN or other panels and stuff like that, because he's not going to be doing the foolery. He's going to literally tell you what he thinks, and he believes in what he says. A lot of people call him a grifter because he used to be MAGA back in the day, and then he changed his opinion. But I mean, he's honest about his transition. Pause. But he's honest about his transition. And you got to respect him for it. But again, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all for watching, but we out of here. Deuces, everybody. We out.